With the countdown to 2030, there is increasingly more pressure for extinction on a list of animals around the globe. They are the magnificent tigers in the great Asian forests or the dolphins in the immensity of the seas. Yet the threat of fading away looms over the spectacular biological difference on the face of the earth. This unpleasant picture is not only an acute revelation of what may happen, but it is also the cry to change. At present, the effects of climate change, loss of habitat, and poaching place more pressure on various species and call for the increased surveillance and protection of such animals. This is a video that focuses on certain animals which are at the verge of extinction if humanity does not act fast and take appropriate measures to save them by the year 2030. Expanding on the topic of the rarest species like red wolf, Chinese pangolin, Māui dolphin, Bornean orangutan, and Hawksbill turtle, the discussion also covers other endangered animals such as vaquita and white-rumped vulture. In this section, the evidence will be provided, what puts them at the verge of extinction and what is being done to prevent this from occurring, moreover the significance of not only saving these animals, but the ecosystems of fish and birds, reptiles and mammals including elephants and gorillas. Red wolf, when flourishing all through the eastern and south focal U.S., the red wolf's numbers have emphatically dwindled because of serious hunter control projects and natural surroundings corruption. Assigned as compromised under the Imperiled Species Conservation Act in 1967, the red wolf's excursion towards recuperation has been difficult. With simply 15 to 17 people meandering eastern North Carolina and around 241 in hostage-rearing offices, the red wolf's circumstance is unstable. For what reason would they say they are jeopardized? The downfall of the red wolf can be credited to a few elements. At first, persevering abuse and environment change fundamentally decreased their numbers. By the 1970s, the species was practically wiped out in the wild, with a simple 35 people left in 2023, making it the most uncommon huge flesh eater in the U.S. Chinese pangolin. The Chinese pangolin, one of the world's only scaly mammals, faces a grim future. Critically endangered, these creatures are on the brink of extinction due to a combination of overhunting, trafficking, and habitat loss. Despite their crucial role as guardians of the forest, maintaining a balanced ecosystem by controlling termite populations, their survival hangs in the balance. Why are they endangered? The plight of the Chinese pangolin is largely due to illegal poaching and the black market trade of their scales and meat. An estimated 1 million pangolins have been taken from the wild in the past decade, making them the most heavily trafficked wild mammal globally. Their scales, made of beta-keratin similar to human fingernails and with no proven medicinal value, are nonetheless sought after in traditional medicines across Asia and Africa. Additionally, pangolin meat is considered a delicacy in several Asian countries, further driving the demand on the black market. Despite international trade bans by CITES in 2016 and further, regulations introduced in China in 2020, poaching and trafficking continue unabated. Māui dolphin. Māui dolphins, a subspecies residing off the North Island's west coast, are facing a critical threat of extinction. Classified as critically endangered, a 2020 and 2021 survey estimated only about 54 individuals over 1 year old within the survey area. The Department of Conservation, DOC, primarily tackles non-fishing threats to hectares and Māui dolphins, having established 5 marine mammal sanctuaries in their habitats. Within these sanctuaries, DOC has restricted several activities, including seabed mining and acoustic seismic survey work, to protect these dolphins. An action plan to respond to the threat of toxoplasmosis has also been developed. Why are they endangered? The endangerment of Māui dolphins is multifaceted. Their habitat overlaps with many coastal activities, making them vulnerable to threats such as entanglement in fishing gear and drowning, collisions with boats and their propellers, and ingestion of or entanglement in marine litter, particularly plastics. Pollution, effects of marine mining, drilling, and construction, including seismic surveys, further compound the risk. A significant number of Māui dolphins have died through accidental entanglement in nets, with set net fishing being a likely major source of human-caused mortality for these dolphins. Additionally, exposure to organichlorines and metals like mercury, lead, and cadmium which enter their habitat through human activities, poses unquantified risks to their health. The Bornean orangutan, a majestic inhabitant of Southeast Asia's lush forests, faces a dire future with its population having plummeted by over 100,000 individuals between 1999 and 2015. This drastic decline is primarily due to two significant threats: habitat destruction and fragmentation, and illegal hunting. The rampant clearing of forests for logging, agriculture, and forest fires has decimated the orangutan's living space. Specifically, the expansion of palm oil plantations has been particularly devastating. A staggering 39% of Borneo's forests were destroyed between 1973 and 2010, with an anticipated loss of 220,000 square kilometers of forest by 2030. This means approximately 61.5% of the original orangutan habitat will be obliterated by 2025. Moreover, illegal hunting for bushmeat, the pet trade, and human conflicts has contributed significantly to the population decline. In Kalimantan alone, an estimated 2,256 orangutans are poached annually. The intrusion of orangutans into agricultural plantations in search of food often leads to deadly conflicts with humans, further exacerbating their decline. Hawksbill turtle. Hawksbill sea turtles, known for their distinctive beak-like mouth and beautiful tortoiseshell pattern carapace, play a crucial role in marine ecosystems. Inhabiting tropical and subtropical waters across the globe, they are the only species of sea turtle that primarily feeds on sponges, contributing significantly to the health of coral reefs. Despite their ecological importance, hawksbill turtles face numerous threats that have led to their classification as critically endangered by the IUCN. Why are they endangered? 1. Illegal hunting and trade. The demand for their striking shell, used in jewelry and trinkets, has historically driven extensive hunting. Even with international trade bans under sights, illegal trade persists, especially in the Americas and Southeast Asia.